life is hard if you live the easy way, but life is easy if you live the hard way. That's a quote from Joe Polo. He's a freelance writer and a critic. I chose the word evolution as my personality trait. Evolution is the evolution of earning and represents every aspect of my life. I'm a family man. My world revolves around my family. I met my wife just before I turned 18 years old, and we had our first child September of the next year, just before I turned 19, on September 11th. 3 years later, we had another son in November. My job has always been to love and protect my family. So when I was 19 years old, I made a small down payment on a home. About a little over a year after I made the down payment, I was informed that the seller of this home did not own the home; he was just leasing it. We'd been scammed. I'm not the kind of person to, take a little setback and, whine about it and, just let it overwhelm me. So I went out and, found a small tract of land with a mobile home on it. And ever since then, that's, the place we've called home. I didn't want to, rent a home or, anything like that. I wanted, when I put my money into, the home, I wanted it to be mine, so I could leave it on, to my children. I, basically dead set on, buying a place. I've always tried to install good values in my sons. Pride and ownership, would be one of them. Self-respect is, the most important, I believe, value that you can, that anyone can possess. Because if you don't have self-respect, you can't get, you can't give respect to anyone else. And at the same time, you can't expect to earn anyone else's respect. Basically, owning everything that you do, is very important to me. If you mess up, own it, learn from it, get on with life. It's not worth, agonizing over. Any job worth doing is worth doing to the best of your abilities. Along with working hard, life's a balance. Along with working hard, there's a counterbalance to it, which is playing. I love to play. I play just as hard as work. I enjoy riding motorcycles, fishing, boating, camping, or just, sitting around a bonfire and, with family and friends just to have a good time. My life is, my family is my life. This hammer is was my dad's. He used the same hammer for over 20 years of his life, pretty close to 30 years of his life doing carpentry work to provide for his family. It reminds me of a lot of lessons I've learned, from my dad. I worked as his helper for, ever since I was a little, knee-high kid, all the way up to the time I was 16 years old, and I, got a job on my own. I also helped him on the weekends and my days off, and things like that, the afternoons. He would always tell me, anytime I was messing up, if you're going to do a job, do it right the first time. There's no need in going back and having to redo it. That's just waste of time, waste of your life, and you can't replace, that. He would always be on the job early, at least 20 minutes early, so he could have a cup of coffee while he, looked at the job, pretty much, organized himself, to where when work time came, he was ready to work and, got the job done. My dad loved to remodel homes because he seen remodeling a home as, making some family happy. And that's when my dad was always the happiest, when he was making someone else happy. The Chickamauga Cherokee Indians wear their spirit bags under their shirt so it's in contact with their skins and their hearts and their spirit. I chose a spirit bag to represent my family because it shows that my family is, is my soul and is my spirit. Without my family, my spirit would not exist. When I say family, I not only include, people with the same genetics as me. I include, friends, and, people like that, other people besides, blood relatives. Like any family, my family has arguments, disagreements, and sometimes just all-out fights. Being a family, we reserve the right to, do these things. And also, we expect to be forgiven from our family. I'm the proud father of two of the greatest sons ever. My oldest is 22 and my youngest is 19. Most people consider them adults, and I do too. But they'll always be my boys. Just like I was my dad's boy, right up to February this year when he passed away. Family will always be my heart, and family is my spirit. Peace of mind is my third, body of talk here. This is a peace sign. It was made popular back in the 1960s by the Flower Child movement and hippies. I brought it today because my wife, Denise, loves the whole peace sign deal. And she is what gives me peace of mind. She has my back every day, every minute of every day. But at the same time, she keeps me from doing things when I'm half-cocked. Since meeting her, I've truly mellowed. I used to be high-tempered and quick to madden. Denise would let me finish my rants. Whenever I would get on a rant, she'd let me finish my rant. And she'd say, "Do you feel better now? Was it worth getting your blood pressure up? Was it worth making an ass of yourself?" What could I say? Of course not. My wife is the one that convinced me to go get my GED, and she's also the one that convinced me that I had what it takes to come to college. My wife has been my saving grace and my soulmate since the very first time I saw her. Denise is my peace of mind. It may seem like I've talked a lot about my family more than myself, but I'll assure you that when I talk about family, I am talking about me. If it weren't for my family, I would not be the man you see up here today. My family is my driving force. I believe I was put on earth to be a family man. I would travel to the ends of the earth for the good of my family. My family is who I am. I'd like to thank you all for your time, and y'all have a wonderful day.